Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. It's the author, and you're joining me for the Fast 15. As we normally do each and every Wednesday about this time, we take no more than about 15 minutes as a way to pause, check up, check in, enjoy a note from any of my books or audiobooks, and then close out with a couple of announcements, updates, and get you on your way. As you know, when life is lifing, you can't always wait until the end of the day or the beginning of the next day for a moment to kind of pause and reset. So hopefully this time allows you just to get that little, let me slow things down for a minute. Let me slow down the moving parts. I know it's something that helps me, so I hope it helps you as well. So again, thank you for liking, sharing, reposting, all that type of thing. As again, it's just a moment just to kind of just catch our breath because sometimes you need it and you might need it sooner than later. But if you need it later, that's okay. So before we get into our topic for the day, from our book from the day, as I always say, we always start off with taking time just to acknowledge people who might not be doing well. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on. Some of you may be trying to get through some physical hurdles, some mental hurdles, emotional hurdles, financial hurdles, things along those lines. And all of us to varying degrees are dealing with something. That's something I definitely agree with. And some of you might be dealing with some things that are a little bit heavier and been lasting a little bit longer than others. So if that sounds like you or someone you know, please take time to pause and slow things down so you don't get overloaded and you don't get overwhelmed. If you've got access to professional help, please seek out the professional help that you do have access to. If not, and if you have to take on informal means or what have you, whether it's just changing, from your diet to your workouts to the people you're around, please identify positive and constructive things that will help you pause and pivot, something that will not cause physical harm to yourself or anyone else, or, as little emotional harm as possible. So if that sounds like you or someone you know, just know that there are people who are rooting for you and hope that you're able to pull through successfully. On the flip side, there's some people going through some positive things. It could be, again, your physical health and mental health are in good spaces. Your spiritual health, is in a good space. Finances are a little bit better. Diet's a little bit better. Fitness is a little bit better. So if that sounds like you or someone you know, please take time to celebrate. And don't go overboard with your celebration, but by the same token, you know what you had to work through in order to get there. So if that sounds like you or someone you know, please, go be happy. Go be happy, go be fulfilled. Enjoy a moment to exhale, breathe, all that type of thing. So hopefully, those are words of encouragement and words of motivation for folks. So today we're going to pull from the current release, 8 Months of Mercy. Make sure to order that online, and you may pick it up right now from Cozy Reads, which is a mobile bookstore located in Greenville, South Carolina, but they're pretty much up and down through the upstate, as well as the Book House Winston-Salem. So make sure to check it out there, and we'll be adding a few more bookstores. So this is basically a poetic reflection of a snapshot of life, some of it positive, some of it, a little bit of a struggle. But again, it's really about the ability to turn the page and turn the corner. So I'm going to read an excerpt from chapter 7, Modestly Marching On. And I'm going to read from towards the end of it. And here it goes. There will be a setback or two, but having and using the faith and understanding along with the reset will prepare me to make it through. On myself, I'll have to bet, and yes, with support here and there, I won't fret or be consumed by anxiety or threat. I still have spaces and places to go besides God isn't through with me yet, as cool as a forecast. From Robert Frost. I've miles to go before I sleep, and I ain't sleepy yet. So moderately and modestly, I march on. Take a look-see. I'm just about back to being me. So, one of the selections from one of the pieces from 8 Months of Mercy, and it's really a checkpoint. We know adversity is going to come. We don't know where it's going to come from, who is going to come from, but adversity is going to come, and that happens. And yeah, there's times we get tired and fatigued. We get a little bit nervous, anxious, overwhelmed, overloaded. But that's where we just have to pause and be still. And as best as possible, try to look at things one issue at a time. And I know sometimes it's easier said than done. I can tell you that. It's not always easy when you feel like you're getting hit from one spot and you're trying to carry this other weight, and then something else is when you feel bombarded, or you might not necessarily feel bombarded, you just feel overwhelmed. It's tough to slow things down one at a time, but that's part of why we do this chat, and it's part of why that's talked about in that particular portion. And then you realize you still have some things that you have set out to do. There's still your your personal goals, where you're going to travel, where you might eat, what skill you might want to learn, those types of things. And then when you're reminded of the things that you've yet to do that will provide you the growth and fulfillment and all these types of things, sometimes that can give you that moment just to kind of sit and reset and all the types of things that we've talked about. So hopefully that takeaway from part of 8 months of mercy is something that'll reach out and help somebody. Uh, and definitely make sure to pick that up. So thanks for taking time to tune in. So here's a couple of quick things before we wind down. Updates. Make sure to mark your calendars for October 18th from 12 to 3 p.m. Nubian Bookstore in Morrow, Georgia. I will do my next book signing. It's always a pleasure to be there. So shouts to the amazing folks at Nubian. October 23rd, 5:30 p.m., the Winder Public Library in Winder, Georgia. I'll be one of the participating authors for the Inspire Author Series, which takes place periodically. So looking forward to connecting with people in Barrow County, Athens, Clarke County, and some of the other interlocking spaces and places. Those are the two main events that are coming up. Make sure, of course, to check out the Lens Depends podcast that's done in collaboration with Emery Rose Photography. Just covered a great 5K this past Saturday, and we'll have some other events that we'll be covering in the next few days. Shouts to every reader, book club, bookstore, book festival, venue, everybody caring and supporting with all the books, the audio books, and things along those lines. I'm definitely grateful and really appreciative of it. And I'm also appreciative of any collaborative stuff I've been able to do. So I just, definitely want to say thank you to Fonte's Coffee on the collaborative piece that we've been doing and what have you. And I'm sure there's going to be some updates and announcements, in the coming days on some things that, we have in the works. Shouts again to the folks at the Carolinas International Book Fair. That was the event that I was able to serve as a participating author back on September 13th. So many, many thanks to the amazing people there. You can see where it's going to grow. And yeah, just thank you. So as we get ready to wind down, remember this probably one of the things I definitely like doing. Again, this isn't just a pause and reboot and refresher for you, but it's one for me in helping just slow things down, get things in perspective, pull, a segment from one of the books that can help get you kind of thinking and motivated, and just, positive engagement. That's what it's all about. So, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, whether it's small or big, a victory is a victory. Whether it's slow or swift, movement is movement. Keep it victorious, keep it moving. All of you take very good care. Look forward to seeing you real soon.